She was just a mechanic. Until he saw the ring on her finger. Thomas Weber's luxury coupe sputtered once, coughed, then died. He muttered a curse, pulled over, and stepped out onto the shoulder of the dusty road, swatting at the blazing southern sun with a gold-trimmed handkerchief. His Italian loafers weren't made for gravel. His suit, tailored, crisp, expensive, clung to his skin. He tapped his phone. No signal. "Of all the damn days," he growled, glancing at his Rolex. He had a board meeting in 2 hours. Investors were flying in. The fate of Weber Industries was riding on this presentation. Then he heard it, the low rumble of an engine. An old pickup truck slowed beside him. A black woman, maybe mid-30s, rolled down the window. "You all right there, sir?" she asked, eyes shaded beneath a mechanic's cap, grease on her cheek like war paint. He blinked. Not really. Car broke down. No signal. She looked at the sleek coupe with a skeptical eye. "Looks like she overheated. I can tow you to my shop. It's not far." He hesitated. She wasn't dressed like a good Samaritan, more like someone who knew her way around a wrench. Something about her voice, though, calm, steady, almost familiar. "I'll pay whatever," he said. "Just, please, quickly." She nodded. "Hop in." The inside of her truck smelled like oil and lemon. Faded pictures were tucked into the dashboard. A smiling woman holding a child, a rusted house, a garage sign that read Maya's Motors. "You own the shop?" he asked, surprised. She smiled slightly. "Since I was 19. He studied her profile. Something tugged at him, a memory, half-formed. But then the truck hit a pothole, and the moment was gone. Her shop sat behind a chain-link fence, surrounded by rows of cars in various states of resurrection. Maya slid out, lifted the hood of his car, and got to work like a surgeon. "You always fix cars in heels and a suit," she teased. He chuckled in spite of himself. "I usually have people for this sort of thing." "People," she echoed softly, her voice unreadable. He watched her, the way she moved, focused, competent. She wasn't just skilled, she was born to do this. And then he saw it. A worn sketchbook sat open on her desk inside the office. He stepped closer, drawn by a strange pull. On the page was a pencil drawing of a boy, young, maybe 9, with piercing eyes, laughing in the sun. The sketch was dated July 1997. His breath caught. That was him. No doubt. He picked up the sketchbook. His hands trembled. Maya walked in behind him. Saw him holding it. Her face tightened. "You remember now?" she asked quietly. He stared at her. And then, like a flood, the memories came back. A summer, long ago. A small town. A little black girl with wild curls and calloused hands. He used to sneak her cookies through the fence. She'd draw him while he napped under the tree. Her name. "Maya," he whispered. "You were my best friend." She nodded. "What happened to you?" he asked, stunned. "We moved away. My father said the neighbors were unsafe. Then you were just gone." Maya turned away, swallowed hard. "My mom died that year. Fire. They said it was electrical. But I always suspected." She stopped herself. "I got sent to foster care. Bounced around. Ended up in the system." He felt cold. "I thought you were dead." "I thought you forgot me," she said, voice flat. Thomas sat down slowly. "Why didn't you ever try to find me?" She looked at him then, eyes hard. "You wouldn't have recognized me. You lived in mansions. Flew private jets. I was just trying to survive." He lowered his head. Then she pulled something from her desk drawer, a crumpled envelope, yellowed with time. "I was cleaning last year and found this in the back of a storage box." He opened it. Inside was a birth certificate. His mother's name, Lena Whitfield. Not Weber. His hands went numb. "That's not possible," he murmured. "My mother's name is Margaret Weber." Maya crossed her arms. "Margaret Weber adopted you after your real mother, Lena, died in that same fire. The fire that killed my mother." He looked up, horrified. "You're saying—" "Yes," Maya said. "We're siblings, Thomas. Half, maybe full. I spent years digging. Turns out your father had an affair with my mother while she worked as a cleaner in your house. When the fire happened, your mother saw a chance to keep you and erase me." He reeled. "My whole life was a lie." "Mine too," Maya said softly. There was silence between them, heavy with lost years. Finally he whispered, "Why now?" She looked him in the eye. "Because I need you to know the truth. Not just for me. For our mother, Lena. She mattered. They buried her like trash. Covered it all up." He clenched the birth certificate. "They'll pay." She blinked. "I didn't tell you for revenge." "No," he said, standing. "But I can give her justice. We both can." Later that week, Thomas stood at a press podium. Cameras flashed. His voice, once rehearsed for boardrooms and investors, now trembled with purpose. "My name is Thomas Weber. But that's not the whole truth. The woman who raised me was not my birth mother. And the woman who was, Lena Whitfield, died in a fire under suspicious circumstances, along with another innocent woman. Their names were buried, their children separated." He paused, then turned to Maya, who stood beside him, her grease-stained hands clasped tightly. "This is my sister, Maya Whitfield. She is the reason I know who I truly am. She saved me twice, once as a child and now as a man." The crowd fell silent. "We are launching the Whitfield Foundation," he said, "to fight for kids lost in the system, to uncover buried truths, and to honor the women who gave us life." Maya's eyes welled. Later, as they walked out together, he looked at her and said, "You didn't just fix my car. You fixed my life." She laughed softly. "And you didn't just break down on the side of the road. You came home." Sometimes the past breaks down in front of us, not to haunt us, but to give us one last chance to heal. Never underestimate the power of the people we've forgotten. They may hold the keys to who we truly are.